beautiful starseeds, thank you so much for being here. My name is Daniela, and our reading for today is about the gatherer. So it's about us all creatures who can look at the resources that we have all around us and look for the fruits where other people only see barren soil. So what it means is that we really have got to be very alert and pay very close attention to all the abundance that we have around us at any given time. If you think of this idea that the universe is providing us with everything that we need in our life, you don't have to be in debt, you don't have to look for something outside of you because you have all the resources right now. So you're going to have a look at these resources, see what they are. I'll leave this here just for you to remember. Okay, here. So have a look at these resources. I'll leave 3 crystals here. Oh, actually, I'll do this right now. So have this one, and this. Wow, other one. Okay, so I've got crystal number 1, which is this amethyst. Crystal number 2, this other amethyst. And crystal number 3, this rose quartz. You can choose 1, 2, 3. And I'll see you on timestamps down below in my description box. Okay, see ya. Alright, so crystal number 1, if you chose this beautiful amethyst, let's see what's your message for the resources that you already have got all around you. Let's see what is it that you can count on. Too many! Only the first one. Let's see what else. Okay. Sorry, I'll continue with the reading. Right, so we've got an angel, this and that. What's else? Okay. I love this one. Also this one. Right. And this one. Okay, so we're good. You also want to come out. Okay, does anybody else want to come out? Alright, so we begin with this beautiful, well, he's a little, but anyway, you've got this beautiful archangel. And you see the color on the back? It reminds me of the crown chakra. So the first resource that you have at hand is your angels actually wanting to communicate with you and being available for you at any given time. Make sure to call them. Make sure to pray for them. Make sure to ask them for balance in your life. This is very much calling my attention right now. So ask them to put balance, to cut away any cords or strings that you don't need anymore, and please bring harmony. Please, my dear Archangel Michael, or any other archangel that you relate to, that you feel close to, ask them. They are there for you, telling you that they want to be called, they want to be heard, they want to be acknowledged. So all you have to do is call them. Another resource that you have at hand right now is actually nature. So if you live in a big city like I do, I know that it can be very hard, but this is telling me for you to go outside, be in nature, be in contact with trees, be in contact with animals, be in contact with plants, even if it's on your own garden. But there is a lot of inner peace that you can get from nature, and a lot of wisdom as well. Nature is communicating with us at all times, and you have this ability to actually learn from nature and realize how much part of this world you are when in contact with nature. I'll tell you a little story of mine. So I remember last year around Christmas time, I was in the store and there was this little nest for us to put on the Christmas tree. And I found it so beautiful. It was really beautifully made. It looked as though it was real, even though of course it wasn't. And I got it. But before I went to the cashier, I looked at it and I just thought, oh my God, I don't want a fake nest. I want a real nest. And then I talked to nature and I asked it, if you will please give me a real nest, I'll be very thankful. So this year, about 1 or 2 months ago, I was getting home and then I found this empty nest on my way. And this time it was for real. There weren't any birds around, no eggs, not anything. And then I just took it. I remember the day when I asked nature about it. And I thanked nature so very much for this beautiful gift. And I have this altar in my bedroom and I just put it there. And every day I would light a candle and thank nature for this beautiful gift. It took about 5 days, I think. 2 birds started building a nest in my home. I couldn't believe it. So I live in São Paulo, Brazil. It's a huge city, crazy city. And I live in a street and there are buses going by, many cars. It's insane, a lot of noise. And I mean, not even in my wildest dreams would I have dreamed of 2 birds building a nest in my balcony. It's so small, and yet there they are. So the thing is, they built the nest. There were 2 birds. They flew away. Father and mother came back and laid 2 new eggs. They are there right now. The mother is there taking care of the eggs right now as I speak. And one of the do you say puppies? I don't think you say puppies. How do you call like young birds? I have no idea. But anyway, one of the first young birds who flew away, it comes back and it's amazing. The father still gives him food in the mouth. So you think that only us as humans, it take a lot of time sometimes to leave home and we still rely a lot on our parents. But trust me, even in nature, this also happens. Like I've got this father still feeding the youngest bird. So the reason why I'm telling you this story is really to remember that when in contact with nature, if you spend more time with it, if you talk to it, and you stay still long enough to listen to it, you realize that you're not separate from it. Nature is there at all times, talking to you, giving you everything you need. Nature is very abundant. So have this idea that was put in our minds that the world is scarce, that we don't have food for anybody, and this is not true by any means. I mean, if you open a fruit, let's say a papaya. Let's say that you open a papaya. How many seeds are there? How many new papayas can you get from just one papaya? So what happens, as we all know, is a division of power, division of resources, but truth is nature has got abundance for everybody, And you can find this abundance within you if you just look at nature, spend more time with it. It even gave me a nest and a new birds, and you just have to be open to it. And what this card is letting me know is that I have got this very beautiful alignment with nature. So just let it talk to you, and it will most certainly will talk to you. Okay, so next card we have this. It looks a little bit weird, but never mind. It's got a very good message, actually. So I have this. It's a very good energy of being able to transmute energy, transmute past lessons and past let me rephrase it. Bad experiences in your life into lessons. So anybody, I mean, if you just look at your own life, okay? If you put a storyline, you can say, oh, my life has suffered so very much, everything has been so very hard, and I'm still struggling, and this is the story of my life. Or you can say, my life was very hard, I struggled a lot, therefore I learned a lot, and right now I'm much more capable of things that I wasn't before. I'm just going to close the window because the noise is insane. I told you. Just a moment back. So as I was telling you, you have got this beautiful capacity to just look at your past, look at your own timeline, look at your own story, and make it into a beautiful, beautiful hero's journey. You know, you can. Oh, I can't even tell you how much of this ability it is that you have, and especially your fears. You can. I mean, the reason why they're telling me, so it's like this. The reason why I have had so many fears throughout your life is because you're very sensitive, you're very sensible. You can feel energies around you. So when you don't really understand what's going on, it's very easy to be fearful and shut out, shut off, and dim your light and like, I don't want to be seen, I don't want to be heard, I don't want to see anything, and I don't want to hear anything. But then, as you remember that the angels are all around you, that you're just as strong as nature is because you're part of it, you're not separate from it. Then you also have got this ability to make good things out of your sensitivity instead of shutting down from it. And because of it, so you have this ability of, I don't know, I mean, like, you're afraid of something and they're like, no, I'm much stronger than it. I am a lion. I don't know why I said lion, but anyway, I'm a lion. I am whatever. I have the power, and this is not gonna bring me down. It's not, because I'm done. I'm done with dimming my light. I'm done with surrendering to suffer. I don't want to surrender to suffer anymore. I only want to surrender to light. You see, like, the suffer is all gone and only light is taking place. Okay? Very important. You also have got this beautiful ability to bring your gifts to the world. Like this. Yes, very much so. Whenever you're in public, wherever you're talking to other people, don't let their energy get into you, but you be the bigger person, because you deserve it, because that's who you're meant to be. You're meant to lead people, not get into their energy, their ways of thinking, but you're meant to lead, you're meant to stand out, okay? So as I said, rely on your guides, rely on nature, and if you're in amongst many other people, just think to yourself, no, wait a minute. I'm not here to follow this crowd. I'm here to be the leader, be the light, and remind everybody how strong we are, how great we are, how powerful we are. And then as you step into this power, then that's when other people can learn from you. Many will want to be like you. Also, if you work with social media or any job or any aspect, you need to have this position of being in the spotlight. This is wonderful because you can attract and will attract through, I don't want to say through fans, because I don't think that fan idol is a very healthy way of relating to the world or to other people, but many followers, in the sense that they are definitely learning from you and acknowledging you for it. And this is how you walk your path. No more illusions. This is your truth. This is your true destiny. You're going toward your own destiny. When you acknowledge that you are a starseed, when you acknowledge your power, when you acknowledge that you're part of nature, when you acknowledge your relation to angels, okay? So you have the ability to fight any possible bizarre creature that follows that you encounter on the way. Oh, and there is something else that's coming from this card. So you have got, it may be that you have been a warrior in a past life. So for you, I'm not sure if you're conscious of it or not, but once you make a decision, it's very easy for you to tap into the energy of, I have the authority, I have my integrity, and that's where authority comes from integrity, okay? So you're probably very, a being with core values, very important core values. And it's easy for you to tap into this energy of, I'm not here to play, I'm not here to joke around jokes or things that are not good for the world, you know, into energies that don't make sense, into energies that are not good. I mean, like, I'm on the top of my game. It's very easy for you to do that. And once you do this, that's when others will look at you in admiration. Yes. And you have the ability to look and see hidden signs of whatever it is that you want to see in the world. So let's say that you were among this crowd and you're like, I can't feel my angels, I can't feel my angels. And what they're telling me through this card is just like, breathe in and breathe out for a moment. Stay centered. Ask for their help and look for signs. And you'll find them. Where nobody else can see it, you can. And it doesn't matter if no one else sees it. It doesn't matter if other people call you crazy. It doesn't matter if other people say, oh, it's just a coincidence. You know deep in your heart that it's not. And it's only for you to acknowledge that. If other people don't see it, don't even share with it or other people if you think that they're going to say bad things about you or whatever, they're going to judge you and you're not going to feel comfortable about it. You stay centered, you ask for their help, for their guidance, you look for signs, and you're definitely going to have them. Definitely. Because you have this ability to find signs when other people can't find them. Okay? Let's see what else wants to be said to you. I'm going to draw just 2 more cards, I think. Okay? Take a break, life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. So again, I'll show you. This is telling me for you to have these moments of inner silence. Especially when you wake up and before you go to bed. These are the most important, okay? But actually can do this. And the more you do this, the more you practice in the morning and at night, the easier it's going to be for you to do this at any given time that you feel this need of aligning. How does it work? So if you think of meditation is when we practice the ability of letting all other sounds and anything that would distract our mind on the outside and we focus on the inside. And in the morning and at night are the best times to do it because that's when your brain waves are closer to the state of the dreaming, are closer to the state of the sleeping. Okay? So it's easier to tap into these energies and not only to tap into them, but receiving the messages also from the other side, from the other realms, from your angels, from your guides, from your subconscious or whatever, okay? And the more we do it in that time when it's easier, the better we get at doing it when life gets very hard, when the outside's very noisy, when people are insane, we're in that crowded space, right? So take a break always. Remember to center yourself. Don't be too much spent by work or family or whatever. Always find your balance. This is very important. And one last message for you. This will also help you very much to listen to the context of angels and nature. One final message for you. I'm sorry. So angels are also asking you. Oh, sorry. Here you are. I'm sorry, defenselessness, writing past wrongs, uprooting. So forgiveness. Forgiveness can take you miles. First and foremost, it's important to forgive yourself. The reason why life keeps mirroring aspects of us that we don't like, or weird energies anyhow, the reason why it happens is because usually we have a hard time forgiving ourselves. So this old story keeps playing on our subconscious mind, and then we don't allow ourselves to be happy, and it looks like the world's against us, but really it's just us ourselves who close off to the love that is out there, to the love that planet Earth is, to the love that the divine is, to the love that the divine has for each one of us. So it's time to make amends with your own past, it's time to make amends with your own history, it's time to make amends with everything that has happened until this point, okay? So this is the final message. Thank you so very much for stopping by and for being here. Please like this video. I mean, give a thumbs up. I think that's how you say it in English. Anyway, if you got the message and if it was important for you somehow, also share this channel with other people, other starseeds out there who you think may also benefit from these messages. And comment down below if you have any questions or if you want to share some of your experiences. Also, there was something else I want to say. That was it. I'm also open for bookings if you need some guidance in your life towards sparkling your and activating your starseed within you into this world. Okay, I can help you with that, like big time. So thank you so very much for being here. And oh, and I forget to mention. So the way that I help activating your starseed is also through oracle. Okay, so you can have a specific look through the many aspects of your life, different aspects, and then have a look at each of these aspects, what's the energy flowing and how can you make it flow better, and put it all together into your purpose, your life mission, what you're doing on planet Earth right now. So if you want to have a look at this, just send me an email. And that's it. Oh, at cedrindaniela@gmail.com. You have this email down below in the description box, okay? So that's it. Thank you so very much and see you next time. Bye. Okay, so my crystal number 2. Let's see what hidden resources you have available for you at this moment. I find this card so very funny. I'll show you in a minute. Okay. This one. Ah, this is beautiful. What a beautiful energy you guys have. I really like this. It's so beautiful. Oh wow. Ah, I love this. Okay, so just for starters, and then we can continue on that. So you have got this purity. You don't need boosters, you don't need alcohol, you don't need drugs, you don't need anything to make you happy and to make you laugh and to make you have fun, okay? And this is one of the inner resources that you must tap into right now. So make sure to let addictions go, make sure to let these environments that don't make you really feel good about yourself go. Because what happens is that, for example, you can drink a lot, and then what happens is that the next day you're there just feeling like that. You know, like, it's terrible. I've been there. I don't drink anymore, but I've been there. I know what it feels like. I mean, I didn't drink many times actually. Just, I mean, like this, I only felt like this once, if I remember correctly. But I know that the feeling is horrible, and this is telling me that you don't need anything that doesn't make you feel good about yourself to feel good about yourself. It may sound weird, but sometimes you tap into energies just because everybody else does. And we're like, well, if people are having a good time doing that, maybe I just haven't tried it enough, or maybe there is something wrong that I'm doing. And this is telling me, no, you're not doing anything wrong. The only thing that you're doing wrong is looking for happiness somewhere else rather than what's in consonance with your own energy. You see? So people are having a good time. It's like they're having a high and they're just drinking water. Sometimes even sitcoms, movies, songs. There's so many different crazy energies that you can tap into only to have fun, and you don't need them. So I talked about alcohol. It doesn't have to be. It can be something as simple as, oh, there is a sitcom, everybody loves it, and I'm going to watch it just because everybody loves it, even though I don't think that I like it so very much, but maybe it will get better. No. Your soul deserves way better than this. So no, forget about this, forget about anything that doesn't serve you, and go and look for things that do serve you. Because as I told you, you have this ability to draw happiness from water, or for anything that's pure for that matter. You don't have to look outside. And I've got this energy. It's so beautiful. It's an energy of wonder. It's an energy of, let's do this. You know, I'm sorry, I shift the camera. It's this energy of looking at life as an adventure. When people are just like, oh, I'm so tired of living, you're like, no. This is amazing. You want to do that again. You know, like, what new things are there to discover out there in the world? And this is the one of the resources that you have available for you at any time is this inner child. Look at the world. I can see rainbows and I'm going to chase them. Life is insane. There is COVID going on right now. It doesn't matter. I will find beauty at the end of the tunnel. I will go to the end of the rainbow and find my treasure. Embrace life. And also, oh, this is way related to what I said before. Leave any gathering of people leave anything that doesn't resonate with your soul and where you are right now. Okay, if something is very weird, you can just, woo, it doesn't serve me anymore, so I'm just leaving this. It can be any situation, really. So for example, I used to take part into a dance group, which was amazing. I loved it very much. Great women there, very sisterhood energies and vibes. But still, at some point, I just felt like there was more that my life was calling me forward. So I said, I'm sorry, I love you all so very much. You will always be in my heart. I know how important being part of this group was. But now it's time to move on. And it actually happened in many different aspects in my life because I have this ability of moving on. And what's meant to be in your life will stay. And what's not, just also follow their own paths. And this is a resource that you have to remember that you have right now, which is leaving any energy that doesn't serve you, including the energies of your own being. So the reason why I'm putting it in quotes is because, of course, that if you leave them, then it's because it's not really part of who you are, it's only part of your learning. But still, what I mean by this is sometimes it's not even a situation or a person outside, it's just a way of looking at the world. And you have this very strong ability to just like, it doesn't serve me anymore, so I'm not going to behave like this, I'm not going to do it like that, you know. And a very nurturing, you're very nurturing, it's very beautiful. It reminds me of Cancer. Of course, I don't have to be a Cancer. I usually don't bring signs to the table. I don't think they're Cancer. It doesn't matter whether you're Cancer or not. It's not about that. I'm just talking about the energy. This energy of taking care of others, taking care of your own. It's very beautiful. And also, huh, so beautiful. I've just seen that. Oh wow. Okay, I see that. So there's a lot of water element, and there are also two shells. So amazing. See, there's one shell here, there's another shell here. I think I know what this is talking to me about. So it's likely that because you tend to nurture so much, you tend to take care, you want to be there for people. That's probably why you may not see this ability that you have, or maybe you do realize that you have this ability of leaving circumstances that don't serve you, but you may be, I'm not sure, but you may be struggling with it right now. Because, of course, you want to be there for people, you know? But then also remember that if you look back in time, I'm pretty sure that there were many times when you just left. Almost like left home, you know? Whatever made you feel like home at that point in time. And now it may be time for it to leave again. So keep that in mind. And of course, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, always, right? Let me see if I have anything else regarding to resources that you're supposed to tap into right now. Okay. I'll begin with that. That is more clear to me. That one I'll put on hold. Where others see scarcity, you are very creative to find solutions to get where you want. So it's like people, let's say, for instance, people are around you just moaning and crying over, like, it could be whatever, you know? Like, so for example, everybody around you is like, oh, life is too hard in the city. I'm giving this example because that's where I live, and I know how hard it can be to live in the city, okay? So people are like, oh, I really wish I could be around nature. It's so hard to get to it. We have no nature around us. I get crazy because my city is crazy. And you're like, no, 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 wait a minute. We have this tree and we can talk to this tree. You don't have, I mean, of course that it's great just going to the woods, but even in your everyday life, you're like, no, 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 I have this little garden, I have this plant. So this is the nature that I'm going to connect with. Even crystals, like, no, okay, I can't be in the woods right now, but I have this crystal, and this is nature enough for me because I'm also nature and know that I can connect with this. So, there you are. One big ability that you have. And I think that this is talking about also putting smiles on other people's faces, but let me... no. Okay, I was going to ask for a clarifier, but I can already see this. This is the ability that may have served you, but now it's calling you forward to something else. So, remember how I told you that you may be in circumstances that other people are having fun and you think that, oh, I may have fun as well just watching the sitcom, being around alcohol or whatever. So, you have this ability of playing out as if you're happy even though you weren't, and it may be that, I mean, it comes from a true place from the heart. It's not because you want to make others think that you were having fun, but it's more like, no, come on. If everybody's doing it, I can do it too. Come on, I want to be happy, and I want to have fun. Of course, I'll do it. It's like, like everybody, people just, let's say, someone says a very racist joke, and you don't want to laugh about it. We're like, just because you want to ease out. And it has actually served you in the sense that if we're there struggling against these energies and being into confusion and fighting these people, everything would probably have gotten much worse. So it was nice for you up until here, but just so you know, you don't need these anymore. You can just leave these circles and go for what really, really nourishes your soul. Okay? So one more card, let us see. The Work Your Life deck. Too many. Okay, just one. That's the first one. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. That's the same. As you get out of the shell and leave these circumstances that don't serve you, you're also releasing soul patterns and past lives, and you're actually releasing your ancestral lineage. You're rewriting the story of the world, of your family, of your soul, of the third dimension going into fifth dimension. Okay. Of course. I just see these other two. Okay. So double mission. Light worker starseeds serve the world by being you. It speaks by itself, doesn't it? Okay, that's all that I'm saying for you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please spread the message. If you think there are other light workers out there, starseeds, earth angels that really need to listen to these messages, please share the message, share my channel. Also comment down below if you had any insights or if you have any doubts or questions or whatever. I also have got my agenda is open, okay? So if you want to book a personal reading for you to tap into your own starseed activation and bloom and blossom as a beautiful from a starseed to a star flower, just let me know. And that's all. Thank you so very much for stopping by. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And till next time. Bye. Hello, my crystals number 3. Let's see what available resources you have right now. Resources that you may be aware or unaware of. So what resources are available for pile number 3? Okay. You're probably very diplomatic beings, whether you're aware of it or not. Yes, definitely. So one more confirmation of how diplomatical you can be. So it's time to step away from confusion, time to step away from fights, time to step away from, you know, when people tend to choose one from two sides, you're the one who are like, I'm not getting into it. I'm just going to align with my sun, really. I mean, you're the sun. You see, like people, they don't even speak one to another, but you're the sun. You can also see like this woman here. You have two energies fighting, and then you have this queen who's like, no. It's a Queen of Cups. If you're into tarot, I think that you can also find, well, anyway, there's this idea of the Queen of Cups, very much about stability, about home, about being able to cope with different demands in life from a very centered perspective, right? And energy. Okay. Oh, this is really nice. Okay. Oh, I love this. Also one more here. Definitely Queen of Cups energy. This is lovely. Okay, so as children, you may have children in your life right now, you may not, and I don't only mean yours. I mean, if you're a teacher or if you're around children by any reason, this is what I'm talking about. So anyway, it doesn't really matter whether you have children in your life right now or not, but you see how these kids, they're looking at this well, and inside it they can actually see the sky, and it doesn't show as a reflection on a lake. It actually shows almost as if they could see throughout dimensions and really see the sky, not a reflection of it, but the sky. So it's a very pure energy, and have access to this energy, this childish energy. And this is through your heart chakra, because these 3 cards, they bring orange and yellows, and these other 2 bring green. So because you have this purity inside of you, and this is one of your resources that you can tap into, and it's actually being asked for you to tap into. Through this purity, you can see things for what they are. You can see reality behind the veil of ignorance, behind the veil of lies, behind the veil of corruption, of confusion. You can see behind all of that. You can really see things for what they are, which at the core are always love, compassion, kindness, right? And yeah, that's it. And throughout this purity of yours, you can also take life as an adventure, seeing things from a higher perspective. It's funny because I have this higher perspective very closely related to children energy, because it's almost like, you know how adults are always arguing about things and thinking that life can be very hard and everything is such a struggle, and kids are just there having fun, you know, and they're almost like, why do you act like that? Why don't you just come with me and play? And this is wisdom. This is something that we should all be learning from children. And we have the access to this type of energy, of seeing things for what they are, seeing everything from a higher perspective. And because you do so, you can take life as an adventure, not as a struggle. So that you don't have to be apart like those guys, you know, apart from people, apart from situations. You can be like, okay, with whatever wish. I'm here, very centered, very focused, and this and that. And I told you about this Queen of Cups energy. So you have these two kids. Of course, as kids, they can have this wisdom, right? And then they go through life, and they're not, in that case specifically, it's telling me that they're not being corrupted by life. They're not shrinking because of life, but rather the opposite. They're actually growing up in their own essence throughout life. And that's where you draw energy to build this beautiful relationship, if that's something that you relate to, or anyway, to build the foundations for whatever you wish to build in your life. But this is telling me very much about relationship, right? Very beautiful energy, guys. Anything else? Although I think that we're good. Again, children's energy. So the message for you is go out and play. You have to find, I'd say, two abilities, two resources that you have at hand that can be put at play right now. So first one, as I told you, keep shining bright, no matter the circumstance. And number two, go out and play. See? Use your imagination in your favor. Let me see what else I have for you. Very, very beautiful energy. Very related to solar plexus, also sexual chakra, which tells me about actually having children if you want to, but if not, at least creative energy towards the world, okay? And, well, heart, from a space of love, always. We're talking about the heart, and the card that came out is called Inner Temple, and it says devotion, tuning to the portal of your heart. Right here, you see? Devotion. You see how their hearts are shining bright? Beautiful, beautiful. Could not have been better. And one last card, let's see what comes out. Message. Ooh, this is beautiful also. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Bringing harmony and balance to any situation. Bringing harmony and balance to any situation. Very beautiful energy, you guys. Congratulations. You have very beautiful resources at hand. I just hope that you put them into the world, okay? So, if you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Also, share this video, spread the message if you think there are other starseeds out there who also need to listen to these messages, who also benefit from these messages. You can comment down below if you have any questions, if you have any insights that you'd like to share. I will most certainly love to hear them. And also, I have my agenda open. So if you'd like to book a personal reading towards how to activate your starseed so that it can blossom and become a beautiful flower, you can most certainly do so. I will love doing that. And for that, I use this other deck, which is, it's called Ogan. This is the Oracle of the Druids by at ancient Celtic times. And I use those